Here's what I was wondering about. And I know Dave is the one that sometimes comes up with these abstract thoughts and conspiracy theories. And this isn't a conspiracy theory, but it's an abstract thought
Let's hear it.
How alarm clocks and time constraints control our lives.
For sure, dude. Time's completely man-made.
Like I every morning, I do you guys set alarms to get up?
I set alarms, and I am always checking my watch because I base everything off time.
He's really controlled by it. What about you?
Oh, yeah.
So
I got to have an alarm in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. 2 of them, 3 of them.
I have 5 or 6, maybe.
So there was one day here in the suck of late fall, probably didn't sleep much the night before because working on something I'm sure that I'm involved in. And the alarm went off early. And I looked at my phone. I mean, it didn't go off early. Like, for some reason, my phone decided to go off 2 minutes early. But, like, early morning, get up because you got to get kids and all that other stuff going. And I just, like, I sighed. And I was like, my life is ran by a freaking alarm clock and what time it says on everything around me.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, like, when we went to that just dumpster fire of a place down in Florida, like, Janelle and I's biggest debate of could you be here is like, well, what would we do? And, like, I started thinking about it more. And I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't do a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go to bed when I wanted to go to bed. I'd wake up whenever I wanted to. I'd have coffee out on the porch whenever I wanted to. Go do whatever. I'm retired. I have no responsibilities to time. Like, it's just not going to happen. But I just had this strong, like, and it did kind of bum me out because I'm like, time is everything. Like, on a clock, what we have in life. It just, I don't know. I had one of those deep dives where I, like, scared myself a little bit because I really... As you guys like to know, I like to stay pretty superficial, black and white, draw the line in the sand.
Very grounded.
Yeah. And I was driving to work and I'm just like, I actually got to work and I was like, I don't know if I drove to work. Like, how'd I get here?
Oh, yeah.
And it was because I was in this
Teleport.
I get the kids dropped off and I get on the road and I start cruising and I'm like, I started thinking about it. I was like, how many times have I set my alarm clock in my life? And wake up to it and set, like, how it just controls everything.
The only time I really never had to use an alarm clock is when I worked nights. Because I would come home in the morning and immediately go to bed. Like, I would get off, drive home, take a shower, go to bed. And then I would wake up when I woke up because it didn't matter because I wasn't going to sleep, 12 hours. I would sleep 8 hours or 7 hours or whatever, 6, whatever. Yeah. Get up and then like, oh, it's 1 o'clock or, oh, it's 2 o'clock or, oh, God dang, it's 5 o'clock. I got to get ready to go here. So that was really the only time I never really had to use one. Now, on the other hand, yeah, every day. Sometimes I even set them on the weekend so I don't just
slip into bad habits.
Yeah, become a complete bum and sleep till noon.
Yeah, I kept mine set when we were down there in Florida.
Really? Mm. Did you get up you didn't get up that early every day.
Well, I set them still. I
say because the warden, she beat you several times making coffee and stuff.
I never, the way that our house was set up,
mm-hmm.
I'd wake up and wait till I heard somebody most mornings.
Why?
Because your guys' room was right there. I didn't want to wake anybody up.
It don't matter. You don't let that happen.
It's fine.
But anyway, so I got this is funny that you should say something about alarm clocks because I got a very funny story about alarm clocks.
Okay.
So the kids... Justine said that she was absolutely traumatized by an alarm clock as a child because they used them when she was young, you know what I mean? Like elementary school age and shit, she's like, I don't think our kids are ready for an alarm clock. We should still be able to wake them up, you know what I mean? For their day. And I get that it makes sense. But like the twins are, 5th grade now, they're getting, they're 10 years old or whatever. It's time, give them a little, give them a little responsibility and accountability. Like, hey, get your ass up. It's time to go. And so they got this one. I don't know where she got it from, Amazon or something like that, but it's about yay big around and it's got different sounds that are preset into it, like birds chirping or the ocean the wash, the sand, the water and all this shit. And then it has the old traditional, just the old, beep, 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 that kind of deal. And they got it set up on different, like snooze, and then it'll snooze for so long, and then another one will come on, blah, blah, blah. It goes from like the ocean to like birds chirping to just straight up annoying ass beeping alarm clock, right? And it'll do this in a progression of over like 20 minutes, like with snoozes built in. And I'll wake up and I'll hear the birds chirping, and then I'll get up and I'll go take a shower and I'll come back upstairs, and it has transferred to the just annoying ass beep. And the kids, like, I'll go in there and open the door and it lights up like a subtle sunset, orange colored ambient light it'll come on,
Yeah.
And Maxwell is literally, his face will be as far away from, like, here's the alarm clock and here's his face on the pillow. And it'll just be sitting there hammering, going off. And he won't move a muscle. Justine's like, do you think that's alarming? Like, I think that's bad. Like, that he can sleep through.
Probably since they're ramping it up in decibel level, kind of like putting your hand in boiling water, or putting your hand in water and heating it up to boiling.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Justine was like, man, do you think we should be concerned with the level of like not waking upness of this alarm?
If the damn fire alarm was going
I
off,
know that's what I said. I said, if they can sleep through that you'd almost think that they could sleep through the damn fire alarm.
What's how much time is between your snooze, like on your snooze button?
No, I don't know. I can't tell because my
iPhones are 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Because I think that's the max you can do in it. 9.
We gotta quit yawning.
Yeah,
8 or 9.
shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in bad shape.
Bad shape. Not even drinking, just bad shape because it's 2:00 in the morning. I don't know. I just to live the life where you don't have to worry about an alarm. Now, is your alarm like one of the classic sounds, or is it a song? When I was in college, my alarm was Crazy Train.
Oh, I hate that song.
And those guys hated me for that Crazy Train intro, but that was my alarm forever.
Nobby, mine for the longest time was, gosh dang it. It was Crossfade, the band Crossfade. And I'm pretty sure the song was called Colors.
I've never had a song for an alarm clock.
Oh, I do. I've got Static X. I have a Static X song on now. I've got, Static X is the one song I've got. And then the other two are just iPhone preloaded sounds.
Do you find it wild, like somebody else's ringtone that is your alarm?
Yeah.
That you like instantly like, oh God, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing, and we talked about time change with Curdy G, but I cannot wait until December 21st gets here and we can start adding time, because December 21st is already come and gone.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the worst that time does to us, is when we change it by an hour.
Yeah.
And why an hour? Why not 30 minutes or 15 minutes? Or
Well, because it's daylight savings time. Yeah, because the kids, it's okay that it gets dark at 4:00 in the afternoon, but the kids, they can't stand outside in the dark at the bus stop anymore. It's just
we were in Evansville a couple times.
Terrible.
We've been in Evansville a couple times, and it legitimately is 4:30 their time.
Yeah.
4:15. And you're like, it's dark, like 4:30.
Getting dark.
Pitch dark.
That's what I'm saying. When I worked at the mine on day shift, I didn't see my house in the daylight until my day off, because I'd get there in the dark, work all day during the daylight, get home in the dark, so I wouldn't see my house in the daylight until my day off.
That's wild.
It was sucked. Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Alarm clocks are a very valid and good piece of equipment for the blue collar guy. And, you know, most of the time for the white collar guys too, you know, the guys that got the big deadlines and things like that and accountability for the office, but I don't like them, but I feel like it.
And you guys don't have like a particular like alarm clock, like you just use your phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's where we're at too.
Like we have one that sits over across the room that just has the time on it.
Yeah.
Because like when you wake up and you kind of like throw your head around and you got one eye open to kind of see what time it is. You know what I mean? Because I don't have my glasses on or nothing, and I got my mask strapped to my face, you know, and I'm trying to look at my phone or whatever. Can't see what time it is, but I got one of these big old, not really a jitterbug, but like a bigger digital clock there that says what time.
You know, and I have I wake up too early and I'm gone before it happens, but I imagine it still does it. Every morning at 6:30, Alexa goes off with the weather, whatever's on the Google Calendar, and I think that's it.
Huh.
At 6:30.
That's a neat deal.
Yeah, I set it up for that when I was sleeping that long, I guess. So I'd set my alarm for like 6:15 or 6:20, and then at 6:30, be like, it's 6:30.
Good morning.
It's currently 32 degrees outside. High of 54. Expect rain and clouds. Today, Weston has basketball at 7:15. Wyatt has basketball at 7. Jenna has work.
Huh. Well, but damn, that's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
You always are on the cutting edge of things.
I try to be.
Right
Yeah.
on the razor's edge.
Well, there it is. That's what I got. Time constraints,
Mm-hmm.
how alarm clocks rule our life. And it's kind of a depressing topic.
Yeah.
Don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but especially as the hour
If
grows
I
long.
Could put time in a bottle. Who sings that?
Jim Croce.
Oh, Jim.
Big, bad Leroy Brown.
Baddest cat in the whole damn town. Meaner than a junkyard dog.
Died in a plane crash, I think.